We're going to have a quick look at OneRecruit, which is a applicant tracking system, an ATS if you're in the industry. So I'm not, so I just heard that. This is just a quick look at their dashboard. We've got the overview section here. We have settings. We have their help desk, which is just their solutions to most of your common problems. And this is where you can log out. Really simple, clean area. The only thing I found in looking at this was when I wanted to look for applicants, I could see them up here. I couldn't quite click on this actual part. You can't click anywhere there. You've got the open status. You've got the one applicant here. I guess you can sort by applicants, status, deadline, hiring manager, or job title. But you can't see applicants straight off. I would have thought they'd have an overview and have kind of jobs, applicants, and just the other details down below, but that's not the case. So we're going to have a quick look at how to add in a new position, what your actual, you end up getting a job page as well, what that looks like. So we're going to go for a new job position. And we'll see if we can do a quick look at this. Okay, so we're just going to hire for an admin assistant, and I am in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Hiring team is going to be myself. It's open now. The project deadline, it's given me a couple of months. Hiring manager is myself. This is the job you want. More job details. So really simple. I've added that job in. We've saved those changes, and now you can see popping up is job details, configure screens, screening questions. So if I save those changes, I think it's just expecting that I'll know to click across to configure screens. So there's a few things here. I found this a little bit weird that you would have gender, birthday, nationality as being kind of the key first fields to have in there. So I'm not sure yet about how you change those, but we might leave gender as hidden, birthday as hidden, nationality as hidden. We don't really need any of those. Save changes. Look at the screening questions. Create a question for me. Okay, so that must be for me. We're going to go for a single line question. Let's have a look. How many years experience do you have? Just copy and paste that in and down here, call that experience, make that required, save changes. We've got that one. We might throw in a multiple choice. Location. Next we'll add in some location. What state do you live in? Now, because we're in Australia, a lot of people just go by the initials for all the state names. I won't put all of them. And we've got some point scoring, which is interesting to have that in and could definitely be handy in terms of rating people. Okay, we've saved the changes. We might even just stick with 2. We've put those in. We've got the screening questions. Okay, now from here, this is where you'd think, where do I go now? We're going to go back to the dashboard and hopefully, just hope that's all saved. Here it is all here. All right, we'll go to Open in Career Portal. Let's have a look. Okay, that's opened. That's those super basic details we've got here. I really like this page. I like the fact that they've only got a really small powered by OneRecruit down in the corner. That's great that they've done that. It does make a difference. There's some software that they'll provide it for you, but they have this big logo down here, kind of detracts from what you're doing and is almost kind of selling their own business to your clients. So I really like that. Let's have a look what happens if we apply for this position, pretending that we're someone else. Come across name, address, standard fields here, resume, photo, diploma, cover letter details if they don't want to write it. If they don't want to attach a file, they can put it here. If you choose your file. The only thing I notice here as well is the fact that what you name a field up here gets put into here. So generally in forms you'd expect that this would actually be put into here, but we'll have to live with that. I might say we've got 10 years experience and we're going to submit our application. None of the fields are filled out. So I get how that works. We'll just come back here in the other listing here. This is actually just me changing over one that was pre-set up, which was good. It's good to come into new software and it's not a huge big blank screen. It can sometimes be good to not come in and have a big tour that you have to go through everything. With this one, it just already had a job that they put in there, and it also had an applicant in there as well. So we'll go there and we'll look at a list of applicants. So this is Jane Doe that they've just put in as a kind of standard dummy applicant for it. It says when it's received. The status I'd changed to reviewed, and I had done the rating for Jane. Now let me remember what I did. Yeah, this is funny because you can't click any of these spots over here, but you can click on Jane's name and that will bring up her little bio over here, and you can change, and I want to make her 4 stars. Just down here, one thing I wanted to show was if you add a note here, spoke to Jane, if I put her as say a 1 star for this conversation, it will actually average it out. And so if you've put her 5 stars before and it's 1, then I'll average it out at 3. So I guess as you speak to the candidate, it can go up and down. It does do just the average on there. Now here they've got the profile details, which is good. They've got the resume, which is great that they've actually got like a kind of scannable embedded document that comes in here. So the resume is there. Here's the actual document. And in terms of screening, you can add in extra sections. Previously, you can add those so you've got specific screening questions, which are pretty handy. One other good thing is you can search an applicant, and when you search that, it will search within their resume as well. So if you're looking for someone working for a particular company, that can be really helpful. And the last thing we'll have a quick look at is notifications. Trials expiring soon. And this is just giving me a little rundown on getting started with OneRecruit. So you'll see that in under 10 minutes, we've been able to set up a new job posting, check out an applicant, have a look at just some of the profile details. So I'd say in under 10 minutes for most users, you'll be able to get that going. Have your portal ready. I'll just go back to here. Have this with all your jobs in there, and pretty straightforward process. The only thing probably the first thing I'd be looking to change would just be this overview screen and making it a little bit easier to see applicants straight off from possibly like a little icon over here. So that is OneRecruit, an applicant tracking system. I'll leave it with you.